We thought we'll start with mental health because it was something that the youth are facing. One is suicide. We have seen a lot of people going under pressure and they don't know why they want to live. So they want to just end their life. That was one aspect. And we have seen many of them come to hospital with poisoning. And some have taken poison and they want to live after that. So we need to give something for that. So to address these issues, we thought we'll start with what WHO says: promotion of mental health, prevention of mental health, enabling recovery. So we thought we'll start with promotion and prevention. So we have started with awareness, and then we thought we should move forward, and that's when we took up life skills as our education part. Not only local schools we wanted to focus, but we wanted to focus on the community side also. So we took up Badte Kadam, which is one curriculum for the community. The topics that we mainly focus in these life skills are like who am I, that is, you know yourself, the value of yourself, and then there are topics like addictions, and there are topics like sexual experimentation, there are topics where you know your body, which is called fearfully and wonderfully made. Then there are topics like your future goal and stress management. We have seen when we do this with them and it is something new for them, and we see how it is helping each child differently. And right now we may not be seeing the fruits of it, but definitely in the long run when they grow, they will be able to make decisions for their own life. Having them to participate in a community dream and a participatory learning, so that they will be able to see what they want in their own village. And now we are waiting and looking forward to how bring the people of the community to do it by themselves and not Asha Kiran doing it, because if they do it, they'll have that ownership and they will do it much better than when we do it. And we will guide them along the way. We will facilitate whatever is needed. And when we have been going to the villages, we have seen how a person with terminally ill disease, or like say a person who's just fractured and cannot move and just paralyzed, there's no value to that life. And I mean, there's no love shown, there is no care given, and that person is just left there to just die. So that was when we thought, okay, there should be something done, and that's when we equipped ourselves a little bit on palliative care and what are the care that can be given in the house itself. They don't have to come to the hospitals, but we can do it in the house itself. So it's called home-based palliative care services. And people are not aware. Even if they hear the word cancer, they know it is something, but they don't know what it is. So we have community health workers come once in 2 months. So we give them education on different aspects. Till now it was on communicable disease and different aspects, but now we started with palliative care and also to teach them to dress small wounds and everything. Some are paralyzed, some have breast cancer, some have cervical cancer. And we've also networked with Koraput Medical College and the hospital, so that when we refer patients from here, they will be able to get the right treatment. We not only do just the care, but we also give a holistic approach to it, where we give counseling and we listen to them, we talk to them, and we give physical care and emotional care and spiritual care as well. The family is also in stress. The person who is sick is also in stress, and they're in a lot of tension, saying how I'm not able to help my family, because they feel once they are bedridden, they know that they can't help or contribute to the family, so they feel that they are a burden. And we want the families to understand that it is not in their own that they have become a burden to the family or anything. So we give counseling on both sides, to the family and to the patients. So we have mental health on one side and we have palliative care on one side. We hope to bring it together. In palliative care, we want to see that they have the peace when they have come to the end of their life. So we want to bring it together in as an integration work, so that we could work more and do more for the people in the community. we want to have a bigger vision, which is like do more in health and what is more needed in the community. We want people to come up on their own and understand that they are valuable to the whole community and to themselves and to God. They are not just any human being, but they are useful in their own communities in a very beautiful manner that God has created them.